Good evening. If we could use the raised hands, then we'll work our way around as many as possible. Questions in French and English, answers in English, please. And you go down. The microphones anyway. Redford, please.
Good evening, Unai. Commiserations for the defeat, but congratulations on the win on the night. What's your overall feeling after such a sensational match?
Good evening. We played two matches, two legs. The first leg we did the plan we prepared, and we compete fantastic. In that moment, of course, the second, the third goal was not changing a lot, but we were so proud of our work there, but still the last step forward to get good result. But today we had the second leg, the opportunity to come back. We were speaking about to win, only changing to win for 2 goals. And sometimes this difference is not a lot. Maybe this gap is a small gap, but sometimes it's big. Today sometimes was big gap, because when we were 2-0 losing, it was completely difficult to combat the result. But today we compete fantastic, different than then, as well. Good because the player followed the game plan, really being consistent. And we were 3-2, and more or less they were suffering as well our match here and our press against them. And is the moment when we were missing the last minute in Paris. And as well today, after the 3-2, the last 20 minutes, maybe I was missing as well a little bit, continuing being pushing them and trying to get even more tired the last 20 minutes to combat the result. Of course, we can feel happy, we can feel proud, we can feel as well comfortable the work we did. But if we want to achieve the next level, because this level is like they show with us, there and here. There, different way, here as well with the transition they did the first half. But being proud of everything we did, how we played in this Champions League, I am going to be demanding myself and with the player and the club as well, how we can even get better for the moment like today we had. But of course, every supporters as well, they were enjoying, they were transmitting the energy, we were feeling so comfortable and confident here, and really is my thank you for the supporters, and of course keep going, because to play again this year in Europe is the next objective.
Bonsoir Unai, la question je vous la fais en français.
The question coming in French.
Vous êtes passé très proche. Vous êtes passé très proche de faire quelque chose de très grand. Vous avez vu pousser vos joueurs, notamment durant la deuxième mi-temps. Pousser. Est-ce que vous allez pouvoir développer quelque chose de positif malgré le score? Les gens vont retenir le score. Est-ce qu'à partir d'aujourd'hui, vous allez pouvoir développer quelque chose à partir du contenu que vous avez produit ce soir?
We are in our process, and in the process we are doing here. Tonight was the highest level we achieved. Of course, in Premier League we are playing against teams with the same level like PSG. Next Saturday we are going to play at Newcastle, the same level, Manchester City next week. But in Champions League and against teams like PSG, of course, is when we can test ourselves and how we are responding. And I am so proud, I am so happy, and I am really confident how we are doing this way, how we are increasing our standard, our demands, and how we are achieving the objective we can have. Of course, we are finishing here in quarter final, and hopefully we can come back again quick again to play in Champions League. This is the objective. This is the next objective we will have for the next 6 matches we're going to play in Premier League, to get Europe and hopefully to get Champions League and to play in FA Cup as well for a trophy. And no more. Of course, I am going to analyze the match. I am going to try to how we respond with the players, the minute 1 until the minute 90, with the level they are facing us. But today we had opportunities. We recover as well, pushing them in high press. Some good moment to dominate the match. We knew the risk we had when we were playing like that in transition, and they scored 2 goals, but the plan was clear, and I am so proud how the players follow the game plan we did. Firstly there, of course, with something we had to try to analyze and to improve, and today as well how the players respond in our game plan, and of course the same, how we could respond even better, doing very good work. We need a little bit more when we are facing this level. Thank you.
Unai, this is a very strong squad, especially when everybody is fit. Do you think this squad is good enough to continue to compete in the Champions League next year if you get there, or do you need more? Do you need to improve it?
The players showed their capacity to respond in this level. The first match we played against young boys in this competition in Champions League, and we won here in Bayern Munich, and even today we won. It was not enough, but we won. And how we compete. And the players showed their capacity to play in this level. And every player they are here, of course, they are here because they deserve to be here and to play facing matches like today and trying to get our ambitious in every competition we are playing to try to be consistent. This is the really challenge. And I want the player with the same challenge I have. I want the club with the same challenge I have, and it's try to be consistent, and to try to get this level with the player we have, or adding more quality players in case we will need it. But of course, the player we are today for the rest of the season, I am so confident to get our objective, working hard until the last match we will face.
En français, s'il vous plaît, coach. Bonsoir, coach Dunia Mesli pour ATS. On a le sentiment que cette saison,
We feel like this season the Champions League is going to be very difficult to win. Barcelona lost against Dortmund this evening. Tomorrow there's going to be 4 more big teams taking each other on. What do you think about this PSG team? Having been a coach there, do you think that PSG can go on to win the Champions League this year?
Yes, of course. Now they are favorite, and they are in the semi-final against Arsenal or Real Madrid. But now they are facing and competing in this level, being clearly contender to win this trophy. Of course, then is Barcelona, Inter Milan, or Bayern Munich. This level is really fantastic to play in this level. I really like a lot to play in this level and face them and how we can respond. But of course, PSG, they have some advantage to us, and they showed it in 2 legs. Of course, we were close to beat them, but as well they play fantastic and they compete fantastic, and they will be favorite or contender to win this trophy.
Unai, John McGinn joined the club when the club was in the Championship. Now he's playing as one of the best players in the Champions League. What's the secret with the work you're doing with him in daily basis to make him the player he is now?
It's himself. How he is getting the challenge we are trying to set in the club, in the squad with the players, and he's developing as well. When we are right here, more or less in this direction, and he's as well getting his own challenges to play in this level. But it's him. himself is how he's doing and he's showing, because we are being very demanding about how we can get this level, how we can be consistent playing, improving players and improving as well the club in our demands, in our objective, and he's doing every step forward we are trying to set. He's doing it, and I am very, very happy with his spirit in the dressing room. He is really very important player as a captain, and as well always he's ready, playing now in the starting 11. Even the last matches he was in the bench as well as a subs player. Last week he scored 1 goal, today he scored again, and he's been very, very positive in the dressing room for the spirit I want.
Last question on you, go Neil.
Unai, you seemed a bit upset at the end. Did you not think you had enough time, injury time, to pull it back?
But, I had to accept it. I think we had enough time to try to score 1 goal more. We didn't do, and we had to accept the result. And congratulations for PSG.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.